They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Smith will come in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, 28 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Backk on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Check that. Street.
And Watson has it right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Christian Watson, 49 yards. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Let's go now.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Second and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stroud. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Jacobs. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 1 brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Watson on the out route. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. McPherson's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set it up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Stroud off the play fake. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Play action. Stroud now. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Richardson. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, it's Richardson. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. Here's Jacobs from the gun, down at the 25.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Go, Reed, go!
Second down, Jacobs once more. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a third and 6. Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have regained the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence yards after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Stroud to throw it. Being chased out left. Chase Young able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Here's Watson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive. As it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Richardson to throw off play action. Rolling to his left. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. Now Richardson back to throw it. And caught out, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Well, the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it,
And he'll get in. Touchdown.
remember calling a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's Richardson to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
2nd and 9. Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And quickly they get to the line. They give us to McLaughlin. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jaleel McLaughlin, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Backk is on target, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, Richardson. He gets it to Johnston. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Javon Holland. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Backk is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now they're in the hurry-up. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Here's Richardson looking to throw on 2nd down. Right side, he has Johnston. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to pull it off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Carry from McLaughlin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go now. Alert! Alert!
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now,
look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Smith saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now after the touchdown, here's Backk on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Richardson looking to throw. Finds Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to the air with Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Richardson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first, so that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Richardson. Right side to Watson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Stroud off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Well, they get to Stroud. Nowhere to go, and he goes down. That'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Stroud. This is Smith with a grab. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's McLaughlin.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Stroud sets up the play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Stroud back to throw. That is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Richardson to throw it. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a... And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Now after the touchdown, here's Backk on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been ripped up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Capture 11, capture 11. Hurt.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.